So hello, welcome to today's Out Speaking. How are you today?
I'm good.
Alright, and let's start. Alright, let's start with the first topic. It's about free time. How do people in your country usually plan free time?
I think people in my country usually use their free time to relax or do something else like sports. The most common sports in my country is definitely football, and like half of my class play football when they have free time.
Alright, that's good. Now, do young people in your country work longer hours now than in the past?
I think the working hour in my country stays the same for both the past and nowadays.
Why you say so? Could you elaborate more, please?
Because I don't think much have changed in my country's economy, and back then when I was about 6 years old, my mother had the same working hour as my mother nowadays.
Alright, okay. Now, in what situations do people need to be alone?
I think uh, there are not much situations when people needs to be alone, uh, but for some certain type of people, they almost always prefer to be alone in every situation. And sometimes when people got tired and something like emotional broken, I think that's when they need to be alone.
Alright, that's nice. Alright, now is it important to have a hobby?
I think it is really, really important to have a hobby because in life there are not much things that you can do. So finding a hobby is like finding something that you can dedicate your whole life to and have something like that you can have fun.
Alright, that's true. You said it is important to have a hobby and it helps a lot. Okay, do you have a hobby?
I have a hobby.
What is your hobby?
I think I told you before it is collecting novels.
Collecting novel. Yeah, told me before, that's right.
And
Alright.
now it grow to mangas to like Japanese comic.
Alright, that's nice. Okay, do you prefer going out or staying at home?
I usually prefer staying at home, but sometimes my friends uh, invite me to go out and buying things like in the most random time they just randomly invite me to go to a shopping mall and then we just waste 3 hours doing nothing, but it is fun, so
Yeah,
it's so nice.
yeah. But most of the time you prefer to stay at home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's move to the second topic. It's about sports. What's the difference between outdoor sports and indoor sports, in your opinion?
I don't think there are a lot of difference between outdoor and indoor sports because the wall between them are really thin. Because nowadays with the technology you can turn a previously outdoor sport like football into an indoor sport, and if you don't doesn't count that as indoor, I think something like chess also burn a lot of calories, and professional chess can burn as much as professional football.
All right, you're right. Now, what kinds of water sports are popular nowadays? Do you know any water sports?
Can you
Do you
repeat?
know any water sports?
Water
So, what
sport?
kinds of water sports are popular nowadays?
I think swimming have been always the most popular water sport, but nowadays with the development in technology, things like diving
Diving,
are,
snorkeling,
yeah, they're getting
kayaking.
more popular too.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Now, why should we develop water sport?
I think water sports like swimming or can help you survive in some situation, like when you fall into a rivers or when you have to stay underwater. You the skills you learn in diving and swimming can help a lot.
That's right. Okay, do you think it is necessary for everyone to learn how to swim?
I think it is definitely necessary for everyone to learn how to swim if they have the ability to, because some people they are scared of water because of some uh, events in the past, or they cannot physically swim. So, but or other than that, I think everyone should learn how to swim.
Alright. Now, why do like people like spending time near water? Some people you might find them that they prefer to spend time near a river or in the beach because they are tired from the traffic jams in the cities. Most of the cities are crowded. So why they prefer or why they like to spend time more near the water?
I think the biggest reason is that it is really different from our normal place. That's also a reason why a lot of people want to live inside a forest too. And nearby rivers or ocean, not they are really like there are cold wind, and that could help you get
Alright.
like or comfortable in summer and that.
Alright. Now tell me, do parents in your country spend a lot of time with their children?
I think nowadays parents in our country don't spend as much time as they used to do in the past, because nowadays we have things like iPad and phones, and some young parents they are too lazy to take care of their child, so they just give them the iPad or a phone so they can play with those things, and the parents can do whatever they want.
Alright, that's true. Alright, now why do children tend to be happier than adults?
I think it is because they don't think as much as adults. Thinking a lot make your life way harder, and that is also what let me remember, illness. It is called overthinking,
Overthinking,
and
yes,
it's
that's true.
really common for adolescents nowadays.
Alright, that's true. You said that children they don't have anything. They don't think about the future. They just live their lives normally because they are children. They play and that's all. But for adults, like they've got a lot of responsibilities. They think about their future, about their studies, about everything. That's why like children tend to be happier than adults. Alright. Now, what do Vietnamese parents do if they are both busy and can't look after their little kids?
I don't know about others, but for my parents, when I was young, my mother was still a university student, so she will give me to a neighbor that had more free times, and uh, and like the neighbor will help take care of me and her own child. That I think that's a really good way to take care of your child when you are busy because it can also help them find new friends.
Yeah, that's true. And I think most of Vietnamese people, when they are, I mean, Vietnamese parents, when they are busy, they like left their children with their grandparents. Most of the grandparents, they look after their grand children. Yeah. Okay. Now tell me, do you think it is necessary for parents to make decisions for their children?
I think it is depend on the child's age because when the child is really young, they don't think as much as the adults. So the parents will have to teach them a lot. But when the child get older and older, I think it is better to give them more free times and more freedom to explore the world and think about themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Now, do you think children should have a lot of toys?
Toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
toys.
I think it is not really necessary for a child to get too much toys because if a child get too spoiled, they can develop bad habits and become a bad adults when they grow up.
Alright, alright. Now, let's move to the next topic. Alright, so tell me, how could employers motivate their staff?
Can you repeat?
How could employers motivate their staff?
In employers
Yeah.
they start. Oh, I don't really know much about these topics because I'm still a student, but I will try to think so.
Yeah, okay, let me help you. So, do you think by giving them like high salaries, or by giving them extra holidays, or by giving them like less work, or by giving them bonus or something like that?
I think a really good way to encourage the staff to work more is to give them bonus if they overwork because in some country like Japan, people overwork a lot and some company don't even pay them more than a like for example, a person in Japan can work from 7 o'clock to 22 o'clock p.m. and still get the salary the same as
You mean
uh,
until 10 p.m., right?
10 p.m. Yeah.
And they still
And
get the salary?
as a person work from 7 to 5 p.m.
Really?
Yeah, because there are a type of company in Japan called black company. They will force their employee to work a lot and don't or give them bonus and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Is that in all Japan, or with this special company?
Uh, there are a lot of companies like that in Japan, and it is become a really big problem in the country right now.
Wow, alright. Now, do you think money is the most important motivating factor at work?
I think money is the biggest. I think yeah, I think it is the most important things, and the second is how fun or enjoyable the work is, and the third one is the co-workers' attitude and
The
yes,
atmosphere.
yeah.
Alright. Okay. Now, there are more male than female world leaders. Okay, do you think this will change in the future?
I think it will likely to stay the same way in the future because uh, if you look at the American politicians, uh, the name of the woman that lost the Trump, I don't really remember.
Clinton something? No?
Yeah, a lot of people have already like like do research and they have conclude that if she become the president of the US, it can lead to that nation's downfall.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because she do things like support the LGBTQ. I
Okay.
personally I don't think that's a bad thing, but they get too much freedom, and for example, an old guy in America in the Pride one, I don't remember that. Like he refused to use the LGBT flags and stay with the America flags, and he got beat up so bad that his nose was broken, and things like that also happen a lot in country where they have too much freedom. So I think it is still good to give them freedom, but not that much freedom.
Alright. Now tell me, what are the qualities of a good leader in your opinion?
I think to become a good leaders, you have to have critical thinkings,
Critical thinking.
and
To be a critical thinker. What else?
have a lot of like relationship with other world leaders and like politicians in their own country. The third is they don't they they can't be too greedy because everyone is greedy just a little or a lot, like so, and we and greedy or country leaders can help the country develop a lot if they can control their own greed. But if they are too greedy, they can turn a country into a living hell.
Alright. Now, should parents reward their children when they help others to motivate them?
I think it is a good thing to occasionally give them rewards if they do good things, but doing that too much will make the children think that if they be kind and treat everyone good, it will benefit them.
Yeah, they will wait for receiving something from helping others, which is a bad thing. You need to help others without expecting something from them. Yeah, that's right. When you give them rewards every time or they help others, they will like think that when you help others, you will benefit from them or you will receive something from them, which is wrong. Alright, thank you so much. I think time's up. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
today
you
and see you
too.
next time.
See you.